Greetings, recovery warriors. Julie Norman here from Body Karma Healing. Change your body image, change the world. And it is December. We are ready for another pose of the month, the final month of the year. December can be filled with lots of activities, lots of celebrations, and lots of stress. Of course, we know yoga is a great tool for managing stress and empowering us in recovery. The pose that came to me for this month's blog is dancer pose, Natarajasana. And the frame I want you to hold, or encourage you to hold around December, is dancing through the chaos, dancing with the stress, allowing yourself to have fun no matter what the situation is, not to ignore what you may be feeling in terms of stress and challenges around recovery, but to tap into the bliss of the holidays, the true essence of the holidays. So for this pose, it's a standing balance pose. And I want to do one little warm-up pose before we take the full pose, just to stretch out and warm up our hamstrings. And in general, you may find you need some other warm-ups for this pose. It's a big posture. It's a big heart opener. It's a big back bend, as well as being a standing balance. So with a sturdy chair, I want you to take just a modified downward dog, which is a pose we'll work with at another time. Just creating an L shape with your body, pressing your hands into the back of your chair, lifting your tailbone, but keeping your front ribs right here kind of tucked up and in, so you don't have too arched of a back, but a nice flat back. And if you press the feet down and out, again, lifting the tailbone, pressing into the hands, and sinking back, we're going to stretch your back a little bit. Just take about 3 more breaths here. Push yourself back up tall. Come to stand next to your chair, or I'm sorry, same direction, standing towards the back of the chair. Now, I recommend a prop for this pose, although I'll show you the option without the prop. And you can use a yoga strap. This is the real deal. But sometimes we don't have that, so I'm going to use my scarf as my prop. You could also use a large bath towel as a substitute for a yoga strap if you don't have it. So we're going to leave one hand on the chair, hold the strap in the opposite hand, creating a little loop. Nice and tall for mountain pose. Just take your weight over into the same leg as you have your hand on the chair. Standing nice and tall, bend the opposite leg and hook your foot. This is a little challenge in and of itself. Just going to find your ankle there. And then you're just going to take a gentle standing quadricep stretch to start out. So once you have your foot, and again, you can keep the strap nice and long, be down a little lower. As always, listen to, honor your body. So stand tall here. Try to keep that same nice structure through your back, your torso. And just let the left kneecap, or the leg you're lifting off the ground, just let that kneecap point straight down to the earth. So you need to push that free leg back. And we're going to start to move into dancer pose. So lots of options. With every pose, there's lots of options. Modifications do not mean it's less of a pose. It means you're honoring your body. So take it step by step. You can start to just pull this back leg up towards you a little bit more, so it becomes more of a stretch, and bend that same elbow, open your shoulder a bit more. This is one version. You can free up that other hand to balance a bit more. You can also keep building the pose here. One trick is to pull that strap over your shoulder. And the actual pose is a back bend. Lots of people lean way forward in this pose, and that's actually not the proper structure. It's more of a bow, where you press your foot into that strap and pull against it, lifting that leg up. You can again reach up and out. You could even grab the strap with both hands and lift up tall here. Now with any pose, keep your breath moving. Keep a nice focal point, gazing straight ahead or down to the earth, but keeping your chin lifted. Let the heart open. Beautiful, and release. Usually holding balance poses anywhere from 3 to 12, 15 breaths. Just play with it, but always come out of the pose when you have enough strength and stability to let the pose go mindfully. You don't want to fall out of your balance poses. So that's one of the lessons it teaches us. Now, if you did want to try this pose as an option without the strap, here's what it would look like. I'm going to switch my chairs so that I create balance and do the pose on both sides, which you are also going to do. Take a moment again to just ground into mountain pose. Feel yourself nice and stable on both sides, top to bottom, front to back. And then go ahead, shift the majority of your weight to the standing leg, bend the opposite leg. And if you're not going to use the strap, grab the inner edge of your foot right below the big toe. And then same thing here, just hold in that quadricep stretch for a moment, dropping the kneecap down, lifting tall through the belly button, through the heart, through the crown of your head. And then you can start to add in the pose. Now, without the strap, you can really feel how this is a back bend and a bow. So press your foot into your hand, let your arm stay straight here, and the leg will simply rise up. You can free up that opposite hand. You can take that tiny bit of a hinge forward, but make sure it's moving with the lift of the foot. Keep your hips squared off and open your heart shine. That's the purpose of yoga. Bring us back in alignment with our true selves. So that's dancer pose. Make sure you read through the blog. Use the inspirations, the quote, a few more of the tips that are there. I also encourage you to just, when you get stressed out, turn on some music, turn on your favorite song, and dance it out. It doesn't have to be a yoga practice in the traditional form. Any way that you fully express yourself is going to empower you in your recovery journey, in your life, in any aspect of your life. So, as always, I'm grateful to share with you and to be in this sacred circle of recovery warriors. May you have the most beautiful, light-free holiday ever. Namaste.